Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shimra Kakadash, the bonus of the L's of GMS. Also salutations to all the Akimat that is split in truth, and also shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. And I think I'm going to title this Time is Short and Days Are Getting More Evil. And this is based off this article I have right here, which I did a lesson on it before, but, you know, things like this is picking up on Esau's radar, you know, that he can't help it but to report it, you know, and bring out this kind of news, you know. And if you in spirit and if you paying attention, you know, and not even us in the truth, right? If you got a job, go to your job and ask the people at your job, you know, if you think time is moving faster, all right, than it used to move, you know. And they gonna tell you yes, because a week ain't nothing anymore. A month is not nothing anymore. We're almost through the summer. Before you know it, it'll be full blown winter, you know. But hey, that's why the Lord, you know, he made that statement. He said, watch ye therefore and pray. Let's grab that real quick. All right, that's why the Lord gave us this information, so we would know what to, you know, watch for, you know. Matter of fact, let's grab this one in Mark 13 and 33. It says, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is, right? And the time is what? When Yahweh Shai come back, right? All right. But as we're watching the times, all right, we're seeing that time is moving fast. It's also written, a fool would not observe time. So even with, you know, with it moving fast and people seeing that it's moving fast, you know, people are not paying attention to the other things that's taking place, you know, like the things with ICE, you know, and the economy and Esau transferring over or changing the economic system. People are not paying attention, you know. They're in their own world. So let's grab this article. It says scientists have warned that the Earth rotation is unexpectedly accelerating, leading to the shortest day in history in just a few weeks. It's a scripture. Hold on, let's grab this real quick. All right, this is why the Lord is speeding up the days, and He also said, you know, hasten the day. You know, pray for those shortened days. You know, so we can get the hell up out of here. Where's that scripture at? It's in the Gospels. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, right. So this is what's taking place right now, you know. Luke 18 and 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust saith. Matter of fact, I got to read into it. And he spake a parable unto them to this end. The man ought to pray and not faint. See, and that's true, all right? When you throwing up them curses or just a, you know, regular blessing, you know, or prayer, you know, hey, you know, that's a prayer, you know. Even when you're throwing up curses on this praise, a curse is a prayer, all right? And that's what we've been doing to Babylon. When we go out and prophesy, that's throwing a curse on Babylon, you know. It says, saying there was in a city a judge which feareth not Yahweh, neither regardeth man, the so-called white man. It says, and there was a widow in the city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while. But after he said within himself, though I fear not Yahweh, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her. Right? And that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to do. Least by her continual coming she weary me, right? And that's what we doing. We go out there on the highways and byways, speak this truth, man. All right. Hey, we're daily approaching the throne, with our prayers, man. We go up there, set up our spiritual altar, you know, and guess what? We go through those scriptures. We prophesy. Honestly, things didn't start happening fast until we start going out there, you know. And in each year, all right, things start moving faster each year. And the Lord said, "Hear the unjust judge. Hear what the unjust judge saith." Almost a tongue twister. And shall he not judge? And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily, right? And that's what you seeing what's going on, man. The Lord is about to avenge us speedily, all right, fast, man. So we can get the hell up out of here. Let's look up that word real quick. It says, nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Let's go to Luke 18. Let's go to that real quick. Yeah, and time is going to keep moving, crazy like this, or fast. All right, that's why the Lord is, moving so fast, or the days are moving so fast. Let's see what that says. Quickness, speed. Then it says following matter shortly, in haste, quickly, right? So that's what's taking place. That's why you see those days moving, because the Lord is ready to avenge his very elect. All right. Let's also go to the book of Ezra real quick before we go back into that article. Look, and the Lord gave Esau this knowledge, man, some kind of knowledge that he can study these things for us to confirm it through the scriptures. So when stuff come out like this, man, hey, it just show you how on point we are, Second Ezra 2:13. It says, go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. For the kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Let's read that over again. Go ye, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. And that's what's taking place right now, man. All right? Because we praying for the Lord to what? To deliver us, to get us out of here, man. Okay? To shorten these days, man. Like it's also written, that might be the book of Sirach. It says make the time short. Look, and another thing, right? When you think about it, we're gonna need the time to be short for the Lord to speed up things, especially when these devils roll up on us, man. They throw us in these prisons or whatever, man. Hell, you're gonna want the time to be short, And guess what? Hey, you wait when Esau put out his word I'm looking for, his proclamation, on rolling down on us. Watch how Yahweh Bashim Abishai really speed up things, man. When Esau do that, man, you're gonna really see things speed up, man. You think things are moving fast now, because it says when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And really that's really approaching the throne of Yahweh Bashim Abishai. Bad enough you fucking up the earth and the water, but you gonna mess with the ones that's been chosen for the foundations of the earth. Lord willing, we those, man. Oh, now you really done fucked up. The Lord really gonna move. The Lord is really gonna move on you, devil. It says, scientists have, what I'll leave off at. Right, Graham Jones, a astrophysicist at the University of London, says Earth rotation can speed up noticeably on 1 or 3 dates this summer, either July 9th, 22nd, or August 5th. On those days, time is predicted to drop by 1.30 or 1.38 or 1.51 milliseconds, respectively. Researchers say although this change will be tiny, it can affect everything from satellite systems and GPS accuracy to see how we measure time itself. So look at that, man. So to the point that it's going to, put things out of course, or how Esau got things set up, you know. So even with the Lord speeding up time, he fucking up this devil, man. Since 2020, scientists have noticed the Earth have been spinning slightly faster than usual, but cause remains a mystery to this day. Oh, know what it is? It's prophecy, man. All right, it's prophecy, because it says this in the book of Matthew. And the Lord got to speed it up, right? Because what, things are getting worse. All right, the days are evil, and he just can't have his elect down here, getting fucked up, being in this shit. Matter of fact, yeah, we can start from 21. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall great tribulation such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be, except those days be shortened. Let's read that over again. For then shall there be great tribulation, right? So I was speaking about the tribulation. That's why the Lord is, he has to shorten up the time, because things are going to get that bad, and Esau is going to crash out, man. Put it like that. He's going to completely crash out. He wanted, well, you can't grow waters, you can't collect I said you can't grow water. Well, you can't grow a garden, you can't collect rainwater. He wants you eating steaks made by a goddamn machine, right? He got these different prisons that he's building, and if he showed you just one concentration camp, which is the alligator Alcatraz, he got more. He has more shit. That's just what he wanted to show you. But like it says, the wicked boast of his house of his heart's desire. So that was him just boasting, showing you that what he's ready to get down. And if there's any opposition, hey man, you're gonna be dealt with. I think it's another one. And matter of fact, let's jump up to 12 too. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax. So hey, it's gonna get ugly out here. Things are gonna get ugly. Violence is gonna increase. Sin is gonna increase. I always mention that in what's that thing in Genesis the 6th chapter. The Lord seen the earth was full of violence, and then what? He flooded it. He brought judgment on it. So once you get, a bunch of crazy violence and a lot of dead bodies popping up, man, hey, you're going to really see Yahweh Bashim Yahushua move, man. Back to 22. Except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be short. You see? And it's all for the elect, man. Because the elect is going to be down here, during these evil times, man. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. And this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, right? So we know about these perilous times, man. And so does Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because why? He created it, man. All right. But he also loves his saints. And that's why the saints is going to be redeemed. You know? It's all a part of the story. Why it's written like that, Abe? Because it's the way he wanted to write it. You know? We just here delivering the message. You know? Delivering these prophecies. Let's grab 2nd Esdras 5 and 10. Matter of fact, yeah, no, let's read. No, 2nd Esdras 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as the coming tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. And that's what we're about to witness. That's what we're witnessing already, right? Them snatching up the Latin tribes, you know. But also eventually when this beast technology is actually introduced to the masses, man, you're going to be taken with that. All right? And a lot of you are going to bend the knee to this system. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above all, which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. You see? So these days are going to be so evil. Hey, the Lord is going to have to, you know, speed it up for certain things to happen. So don't be surprised. Be surprised if you get scooped up and, you know, and the next day, hey, you can you can be being delivered, right? Or hell, your head can be on the chopping block, literally. What's that? 10? No, I don't gotta read 10. All right. So with that, give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Hakadash. Double honor to the elders of GMS. Also salutations to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth, and also shalom to the rest of the whole elect. Peace.